Hey Bridal Babes, welcome to another episode of your favorite wedding podcast, Bridal Buzz. I am your host, Erika. Today we are at the Gruene Estate. It is an incredible venue. It is in a lovely little town called Gruene near New Braunfels in San Antonio, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Let's go check it out. Hey Bridal Babes, I am at the Gruene Estate with Nolan. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
So I'm excited to learn about this space, but first let's learn about you.
Sure.
Who are you?
So my name is Nolan Blunzer. I'm the Vice President of Gruene Estate, and I oversee day-to-day operations.
Where are we currently right now?
So we're currently in the original Gruene family homestead, built in 1856. It is a Texas historic landmark. And this is Gruene Estate's bridal suite. So our brides get to utilize the entire space. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath space, and it's a great place to get ready.
What are some of the favorite things about this place for the brides?
Yeah, I think a lot of them love the decor with a lot of white and kind of modern farmhouse look. In our bridal suite, there is a 3-way mirror and then the original windows on the house. So they're like tall floor-to-ceiling windows. And on our social media, you'll see a lot of pictures of brides getting ready in there. And so it's like good light and just a very photogenic space.
Yeah, and I've noticed when I was able to take the walk around, there's like a kitchen. There's
it's a full deal. Yeah, so we can do overnight accommodations here. So a lot of brides will do their event and then they will spend the night. We can sleep up to 12.
Wow.
And then the groom's cottage is next door. So, these days, some brides and couples like to see each other. Some of them don't, you know. So I think the days of like the traditional not see each other are gone. And, some first looks. So you have that option if you want to.
So definitely the brides and the bride tribe can take advantage of this beautiful space. Talk to us a little bit about that groom space and what that looks like, what makes that space great.
I think the thing that I like about that the most is that we didn't really try to like man cave it up. It's just like a comfortable space for them. And to be honest, on the grounds here, I think couples really like the yard. So there's some of the biggest oak trees I've seen outside of the oak trees and Land Park.
I couldn't hug one if I tried.
Yeah, no, I mean,
really big tree.
I had an arborist out and he said that, an oak tree will grow about 12 inches like in 100 years.
Wow.
So you can imagine those trees are giant. And the bride and groom, when I come over here, they're always outside hanging out. So a lot of patio area, we've got horseshoes, fire pit. And so I think a lot of people enjoy that space.
Okay, Bridal Babes, so Nolan's not around, but remember how he said something about the tree and the diameter of the tree, telling you how old it is? I thought I'd find out for myself. This tree must be really old. Hey Bridal Babes, so we are with Nolan of the Gruene Estate, and standing behind us is the chapel. By the looks of it, this looks really old.
Well, the pieces are old. So the chapel itself is not old. It's only about 10 years old. We built it when we started the venue, and the whole concept behind our venue was to create a venue that was authentic and matched the authenticity and historical aspect of the house.
What inspired the architecture of this building?
So this was actually just thought up in the owner's head. They sketched it out on a piece of paper. We had originally bought the stained glass windows, which are off a church from England, so they're over 100 years old, at an auction, and we had the windows, and they just kind of dreamed it up. And so it was an original design, and yeah, so it just kind of matches the vibe of the venue.
Yeah. If these came from, stained glass came from England, where did all the rest of the stuff come from?
Yeah, so when we got the windows, in order to make it look old and it not look like new construction, we had to find reclaimed materials. They came off of different buildings, different places. The doors are like antiques from France. The waterfall siding came off an old building here in town. And so kind of put all those pieces together. And not only it's good to reuse old stuff, but it looks really good too. So.
It does. It really does look really good, and it makes me think of those like sayings where it's like, if these walls could talk.
I always say that. I do that on the social media all the time. If these walls could talk, the stories they could tell.
Do you hear that, bridal babes? That's the sound of your wedding at the Gruene Estate. Oh my gosh. So who are these guys?
Yeah, so this is Lucky and Petey. And these are our Longhorns. They'll eat from your hand.
Oh my gosh, bridal babes, I am about to feed one of these Longhorns. I'm really excited. Let's see how this goes. Gotta watch your head for the Longhorns. During the weddings, that you say you leave food out, you leave it out in there so they just kind of roam,
you can see where we put the hay over here. And you'll see on our social media page, a lot of brides will have them kind of in the background for pictures.
That's what I was going to say. It's a
and
great photo op.
Makes for a great photo opportunity.
Did you catch that, bridal babes? If you want a Longhorn in your photos, Gruene Estate is an incredible venue with these guys. Where does the celebration move to after the chapel?
Yeah, so once our couple's ceremony is over, typically they'll do photos down, with the family or by themselves down at the chapel, and the guests will move up to the reception area, which is adjacent to where we're at now, the bridal suite.
What do we call that area?
I call it the pavilion. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what is it? Describe that space to us. What does it look like?
Yeah, so originally, when we did the updates here in this house, we also updated that space as well. So we have an enclosed barn, which is roughly 2,500 square feet of enclosed space. And that's really the catering space. And it was corrugated tin walls with just kind of regular wood floors. When we updated it, we shiplapped it. We put some antique furniture in there, redid the floors as well. And that space can now be used as, functional space. Like, not only can you do catering there, but you can also actually use it as a lounge, or if people want to hang out in there, it's a cool space to hang out.
That's exactly what I immediately thought was cocktail hour.
Yeah, totally. And then we do have the covered pavilion area, which is about 5,000 square feet. And that doesn't include all of our patio area as well. So there's a game area, fire pit, yard area, the bar. And so there's a lot of things that happen there.
Yeah. What did the light fixtures look like in there? What do the touches in there look like?
Yeah, so I think I described it, we used to be very, very rustic. And when we updated it, I think of it as rustic elegance now. So it's a little more modern. It's kind of like a dance hall meets elegant, decor with the string lights. We added string lights. And so it's a very versatile space. So.
And this space also, it's open just like the chapel, and but it also comes with the possibility that it can kind of work with any sort of climate change or weather.
Yeah, so as far as climate goes, in the colder months, we do have propane heaters that are, in the ceiling. So we can turn those on. In the hotter months, we have the big fan. We have 2 giant fans in there. And then we also have a sprinkler system on the roof of the pavilion. So we can turn that on. It sprinkles water onto the outside roof of the tin, and it cools that tin down. And then it creates cool air under the ceiling. So. And
it also comes with those views that you were talking about that the chapel does as well. You can see.
Yeah, so you're overlooking the hay fields, and we do have, you can close the whole thing in. So we have canvas siding that can come down. So if it is windy, or it's raining or whatever, we can close that in.
And some of the key aspects that I've just seen myself, there's like a stage type of situation. You have a projector. So talk to us a little bit about those things that can enrich the space.
Yeah, so we do have a couple different places that a DJ could set up. So if a bride goes with the DJ route, they can set up over on the side of the pavilion. Majority of them set up on our stage. And then of course the band always sets up on the stage.
As far as decorating that space, what all comes with booking the venue, and what else can the couples expect?
Yeah, so our basic package is tables and chairs for $200. We allow you to do up to $250. You've got our tables are made from reclaimed barnwood, so they're not just kind of your run-of-the-mill tables. Each one's different. They're all unique. And I love that because you don't need tablecloths. Like I do have some brides. I'd say maybe 10% of our brides will cover them, but I mean 90% of our brides are just putting greenery or flowers down the middle.
Because it's decor in and of itself. It already looks incredible.
Yeah, and then we do have a bunch of in-house decor as well. So we don't charge extra for it. It's there for our brides to use, and there's a bunch of different stuff there. So,
to wrap things up, what usually happens? How do the couples get sent off? How do you wrap up the evening?
So typically, events end at 11 p.m. And our couples, I would say the majority of them, exit our pavilion. The most popular would be a sparkler exit, and they love that shot, coming down the stairs, and then they always get one, in front of the chapel at night. We have had one time pyrotechnic, full show. We got permits for it and everything. We have had, a lot of couples will leave in, some sort of special car.
Yeah.
Antique car.
This venue lends itself for an antique car.
Yeah.
You need that antique.
We do have a 57 Chevy, but it has Longhorn decals on it. So it's like kind of a niche.
Yeah.
You have to be a Texas Longhorn.
Yeah.
So that is available for, rent. They can
I hope my boyfriend doesn't hear you say that. He is a true Longhorn.
Yeah. So we can bring that over. That is available as an extra rental.
Wow.
But yeah, that's how most people do it.
Thank you, Nolan, so much. This is an incredible venue. We just learned everything, right, from beginning to end. The bridal suite, the groom space, the pavilion, the chapel. I think we definitely have covered everything. And Bridal Babes, there's no reason why you guys shouldn't be looking at Gruene Estate. It's an absolutely beautiful venue, and it's got so much charm. If you want historic, if you want charming, if you want something memorable, this venue, this is definitely for you. There you have it, Bridal Babes. I hope you enjoyed checking out the Gruene Estate as much as I did. History, nature, and so much charm. It's an incredible venue. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure you keep up with the buzz. Follow us on social media. We are everywhere.